Hi, my name's Karl Boehringer, and this is my design portfolio. First, I'd like to tell you a little bit about myself. I graduated in 2008 from Stanford with a degree in product design, and I'm currently taking classes at San Francisco State in the Multimedia Studies program. I'm a true student of design thinking, passionate about user-centered design, and always looking to learn and grow. My background is in product design, but I'm also very interested in web and interaction design. I believe in the power of multidisciplinary thinking to boost innovation. Now I'd like to walk you through my capabilities as a designer. At Stanford, I was taught early on the value of brainstorming at the beginning of a project. Brainstorms often aim for quantity over quality, with the logic that if you go through enough ideas, you will eventually land on something useful or innovative. For example, during my final project, I arrived at my eventual design after several brainstorming sessions. One of my small group members offered a key insight that turned out to be an integral part of my final product. Sketching was also a skill that I was taught early on, and I continue to practice it as a device for communicating ideas throughout the design process. In fact, for a team project with Herman Miller, since the bulk of the project was research-based, sketches were the quickest, easiest way to visually communicate our findings. Several projects at Stanford incorporated use case scenarios as part of the design process. Constructing a viable use case scenario helps the designer to understand the story that a product is telling about how it will be used by the consumer. When we did our team project with Orville Redenbacher, my group constructed storyboards and created a video prototype showing how our final product would function. If you'd like to see the video, please visit tinyurl.com/carldp3. Central to the design process taught at Stanford is the Express Test Cycle. The Express Test Cycle is a tool for rapid prototyping and product development. For my final project, I created several prototypes from different materials and in varying sizes. This helped me gain a concrete understanding of what worked and what didn't, so that I could quickly determine the next step for my design. CAD modeling is an essential part of manufacturing and design. Once I had created some preliminary sketches for my go-kart project, I used SolidWorks software to create the realistic 3D model seen here. Having this model allowed me to come up with an approach to manufacturing, including the various materials and methods I might use. In the machine shop at Stanford, I learned the basic manufacturing processes involved in the creation of physical products, such as welding, casting, milling, and turning. I then used these processes to construct working models for my design classes. Learning by experience taught me about the challenges faced when creating a product from the ground up. For a class on mechanical systems design, we learned how to implement gear and linkage systems. The emphasis was on deadline-driven project management, requiring teams to meet specific milestones on a timely basis. Aside from learning how these systems worked, students gained valuable experience working with one another and functioning as part of a design team. For the aforementioned Herman Miller project, the company commissioned us to create designs for the workplace of the future. I worked as part of a 3-person team to research and distill findings from extreme office environments into concrete recommendations for Herman Miller. Seen here is one of the sample sketches we used to communicate our ideas. For my final design project at Stanford, I constructed a set of technical documents to accompany my product. The first one I created was the market requirements document, which provided an overview of the need my product would meet and listed some preliminary research on potential competitors. Sample excerpts are shown here. The competitive analysis document provided a more in-depth look at the competitors to my potential product, and it allowed me to better understand how I might design my product to fit into the market and compete effectively. The financial document included a bill of materials with the finalized manufacturing cost, as well as a section that addressed possible distribution channels and pricing. My internship with the online startup Movie Fest was a valuable learning experience that exposed me to the world of web and interface design. My responsibilities included front-end web and template design, interaction with a programmer to implement site changes, market and demographic research, and general business development. If you'd like to learn more, please visit picassoweb.google.com/gotdesign. Thank you.